For those of you who have seen the Star Wars Pocket Constructible game, I'm going to be playing that in the next couple weeks. So I know there was somebody expecting that video, so that'll be coming. And then we are going to do the next few weeks have this pirate constructible game. And I'm always coming up with different ways to play instead of the basic play, because you know we do the basic play so many times. Anyways, this one is going to represent just the Pirates of the Caribbean packs. And out of the Pirates, we have 16 ships. It's all of these. There's going to be 16 ships on one side. The Black Pearl, number 26, is going to start in the game with Captain Barbarossa. Anybody who's linked to their ships are going to be on it. And you have the same thing with the Empress here. And Sao Fang. You have the Flying Dutchman 001, the rare ship, with Captain Davy Jones. And I'm going to give them one Kraken. And then all the crew that came with the set can be used. Captain Jack Sparrow, he links to anybody. Whoever plays the Pirates, I'm going to allow them to put Captain Jack Sparrow wherever they want. One of the special rules I'm going to have with this is when this Black Pearl gets destroyed, we will bring in, you will automatically get to replace it with the Black Pearl, the very rare one. I don't know if people have seen this one. It's very rare. It's the Cursed Black Pearl ship, and it's kind of cool because these cells, you can see through the cells. So it's a pretty cool looking ship. And this one will be linked with the Cursed Captain Barbarossa, with the Cursed Crew 1 and 2, and the Cursed Captain Jack Sparrow. So that will replace this. As far as regular crew go, I'm going to allow them to have 3 helmsmen and 2 captain. As far as, you know, musketeers, fire spot, cannoneers, they have 1 navigator. They do have 1 shipwright. You can add these to any of these ships that you wish. So it's going to be, not every ship's going to have captains on it. And then the English will only have 14 ships. So it's 16 ships plus the Black Pearl with the replacement, with against 14 ships. And same thing here. The Endeavor 003, very good ship. This ship eliminates 2 masts with 1 hit. The Interceptor, very fast ship. It has an L. As long as she has all her masts, gets another L, so 2 L's. Very fast ship. And then the Dauntless gets linked with Admiral James Norrington. And it is also a very good ship. But other than that, all the other ones, they don't have anybody that links to it. And again, who plays the British? Lord Cutler Beckett, he links to any British ship, and whoever plays this will let them put this guy on whatever ship they want. But to kind of balance it out a little bit, because the Pirates will be favored here with getting the extra Pearl, getting a Kraken, and having more ships. Now remember, the Pirates only have 2 captains, where I gave the English 5 captains, and then they only have 3 helmsmen, where I gave the English 6 helmsmen. So, and then of course the English have their regular named crew that belong with the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. But giving them more captains and more helmsmen are going to make these ships a little bit better and a little bit faster. So we'll see how it works out. Here are the rules. What I'm thinking here, what I want to do is just have a fleet combat. Okay, there's no treasure hunting, there's nothing like that. It's just a fleet combat. So on one side of the board we will set up the pirates, on the other side of the board we will set up the British. We'll put a couple islands in the middle of the board and that's it. But basically it is fleet against fleet. We're going to have 3 or 4 guys on each side. Each guy will control 3 ships, maybe 4. And we're going to change the rules a little bit as far as the actions go. For those of you that don't know actions, there's 4 actions you take in the regular game. You have a move action, a shoot action, the explore action, and the repair action. What we're going to do is change it to kind of phases. So there's going to be a movement phase. So we're going to allow one side to move, then the other side to move. Okay, so the movement will be not simultaneous, but one side will move. We'll have one player on one side move, one player on the other side move, then back to this player move, back to this player move, until all players have moved. Now in the normal game, the player whose turn it is, he gets to do a shoot action, a move action, and then a shoot action, all in the same turn, while the other side just sits there and takes it. I'm not doing that. So we're going to go move, 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 and then we move to the shooting phase, and the shooting phase will be done simultaneously. So both sides will start returning fire at each other at the same time. That's the big difference. And like I said, there's no treasure hunting in this game, so that's really all there is. There's going to be moving and shooting. Now, as far as captains go, because you can see the dilemma a little bit. If one side is going to move, then the other side's going to move, then they both get to shoot, what's the point of the captain? But what we're going to say is, if your ship has a captain on it, during the movement phase, that ship can shoot. So having a captain, you're going to be able to shoot before the other side gets a chance to shoot. Now, again, this brings a little dilemma into it, because if you have a ship that has a captain and you moved and shot, and then we go to the shooting phase, I think to allow that ship to shoot again in the simultaneous shooting phase will be too much of an advantage. So what I'm going to do is say, if your ship shot in the movement phase because he had a captain, and then during the shooting phase, he's going to be said to be reloading, we're going to call it, and therefore he cannot fire all his guns again. We're going to allow him to fire half his guns rounding down. So let's say, for example, the Flying Dutchman moved and shot in the movement phase. Now it's the shooting phase. He has 5 masts. You round down, 2 of his masts will be able to shoot again, and that's it. A 4-master, 2 of his masts will be able to shoot. A 3-master, only 1 cannon will be able to shoot. Okay, that's the rules. That's the way we're going to play it. We can do one more thing. In the movement phase, instead of moving your ship, you can choose to repair a mast if you have a shipwright on it. Okay, and then the other thing that comes into play is a crew that has treasure. It'll say you can steal 1 treasure when you board the ship. Any crew member that says you can take a treasure from another ship, we're just going to change that to say you can kill a crew or capture a crew. I haven't decided which way we'll go, but I'll let you know before the game begins. But we'll let you know before the game begins which way we'll go with that. So instead of capturing treasure, you're just going to capture crew or kill crew members. And boarding and ramming, all that stays the same. And so one thing I didn't mention is like the musketeers. I think this will give the English advantage. The pirates only get 2 musketeers, where the English, again, I have 6 musketeers. So those are extra cannon shots that you're getting on the guns. And here I'm not going to worry about point totals. Okay, so the point totals you don't have to worry about. This entire crew for the pirates they will get, and this entire crew for the British they get, period. But we are still only going to allow crew point totals on a ship that cannot be more than the ship point cost. So I don't know if I explained that right, but let's say the Interceptor has 14 points. Well, you know, you're not allowed to put more than 4 cargo on the ship, and if you're putting crew member on there, they have points on them. Well, the point total on this ship cannot be above 14. So those rules we will still follow. You see, each crew member has a point on it. So you still will not be able to go above that point total. But other than that, there's no total points overall in your fleet. So that's the rules. That'll be the Pirates of the Caribbean game. It's going to be a fleet-on-fleet battle. And if it goes well, I might do some more like this, like the Americans against the British, you know, the French against the Spanish, stuff like that. We'll see. Anyways, so give me a couple weeks and we'll have this game.